What's up, everybody? Tommy Har again with the real side of real estate. We're at the house right behind me that we're doing a full gut rehab on. We're less than 2 months in. We're 4 days away from being 2 full months into this project. We've taken it all the way from the studs. Now we're gonna go inside and we're gonna show you what the finishes are starting to look like. We're about a week out from finishing this project. So come along with me. I'll show you some tips and tricks and I'll show you what it looks like all the way to this point. Let's get it. All right, so to start, we finally started the outside of this project. It's March in Ohio, so it started to get warmer, and the inside was starting to finish up, so we were ready to kind of bring this project together. So we kept the cedar shake siding. We did some window repairs. We'll show you what that looks like on the back, but we kept that, and we're doing vinyl siding on the bottom portions of this house. So right here is vinyl siding. This is 4-inch Dutch lap siding. This is a standard color. It's a Lowe's color. This is a pretty cheap vinyl material, but once it's all finished up, it's not done quite yet, it's gonna all come together and look beautiful. We painted our doors black, so we're gonna have a all white house with some black accents with the doors and some of the finishes that go along with it. So the outside's almost done. We still gotta do some landscaping. We still gotta paint the small stuff and really tie this thing in together here. But like I said, we're about a week out from finishing this project. We're gonna be done next Friday. It's Friday today. Let's go around this house. I'm gonna show you what some of the things that we did, removing windows, how those repairs look, and how this house is tying together. Okay, so as we start to walk around the outside, you'll see that we have our new vinyl siding on the bottom, like I said, and the tops of the roof line, so underneath, which is called your soffit, and where your gutters attach, or the board here, is called your fascia. So if you look up through the sides of this house, it still looks like shit. So our siding guy was supposed to be here today, but he's gonna be here tomorrow. He's gonna be wrapping the fascia with aluminum, and we're gonna be doing vinyl soffit on the outside of the house. So if you look at the house next door, that's exactly what our house is gonna look like in a few days. So they're gonna box everything in, so it's pretty, it's beautiful, it all becomes one. So little things on the outside make a massive difference, like gutters, windows and window wraps. Those make a massive difference when it comes to wrapping up the outside of the house. Another thing, these old foundations, paint them a certain color. We painted these white, sometimes we'll paint them black. I've seen people do them gray. These old foundations, they're ugly, they're discolored, they sometimes have moisture intrusion. Paint them, because this also is a big difference at the end of the day. So the one lag time thing with this house that we're gonna have is we're gonna pour a patio back here. We're waiting for good weather, and honestly, that's gonna be the last thing we do because we don't want people walking on it, ruining it, all that good stuff. We just put a brand new garage door in the back here. Let me show you what that looks like. We painted everything. It still needs one more coat, but brand new 2-car. So brand new 2-car garage door opener. This cost us in Columbus, Ohio, $1,800. So that is the actual door. It is the mechanical systems that go across, and they have not installed the new opener yet, but that's also a new opener. So it's $1,800 for everything included with that. We still got to put a man door in here, and then after that, we're pretty much wrapped up on the outside. So I want to show you what it looks like on the back here. So if you remember, if you go back to the old videos, the back of this house had windows on the left of the door and the upper left of the door. We got rid of those windows. So that's a big tip and trick. When you're fully renovating a house inside and outside, you can remove these windows. If you look now, you would never know that they were there. So what we did is we got some cedar shakes from Lowe's.com. We ripped them down and we made them match the 100-year-old wooden shakes. It looks beautiful. We kept the original timely look. I love doing stuff like that. And then on top of that, we installed brand new windows. I think we had 6 in this house. So the window to the right is brand new. And we have our exterior penetrations with our laundry and our bathroom vents coming out the side above the right-hand side of the door there. You always want those to go to the exterior of the house. Bathroom vents out the exterior of the house or the attic. Same with your laundry. That's a big thing, especially when it comes to the inspections on this stuff. And also, one thing that we did wrong, and I'm kind of gonna let it slide. I'm gonna see what it looks like at the end. This siding that we used, it was left over from another house. It's regular horizontal siding installed vertically. Now, there will be places where moisture can get in, but there's siding behind this, so we laid it over the wooden siding that was already here. So it should not be an issue. It's a little bit unsightly. I'm not sure if I like it or not yet, so stay tuned when we do the final of this to see what it looks like. But I asked my mom and I asked my wife if they liked it, and we kind of got the consensus that it's not that bad. So like I said, I'm keeping this as a rental. This material was left over, so I'm trying to save as much money as I can, so I have less money out of my pocket, more money in my pocket, so I can keep this thing as a rental and make some money that way. All right, let's go inside and show you the transformation of this house. Okay, last time we were inside this house, we were at drywall. So we were hanging drywall, we had a little bit of mud done, and now we're to our finishing stage. So the drywall got sanded, it got mudded, the heat's on, and you can see on all these walls, they're already painted, but you cannot see any drywall lines. Everything is smooth, everything's natural. This is what it looks like when it's all said and done. So last video, we came in, this ceiling was completely just patched in. It was hung drywall, it was rough. Now it's finished, it's smooth. Flat ceilings are gonna show the most amount of drywall imperfections, and this ceiling is actually fucking perfect. So you can't see any lines, you can't see any of that stuff, and you can see exactly what this is gonna look like. So we have all of our can lights ran. Most of them are on and installed right now. So we're getting to the point where we're doing our finished electric, some of our finished plumbing. You see behind me the cabinets are set. We've already painted the walls, the ceilings, and the trim has already gotten installed in many places. So where behind Rob is, these were places that we had to install new trim. So new baseboard here. These are gonna be 1x6s. So we're trying to match kind of that old school look with the trim, because this trim right here was original. So we kept a lot of the original, and we're trying to save money as well as make it look like an 100-year-old house, but a modern 100-year-old house, right? So coming into here, we have our kitchen completely installed. So we got all of them hung. Remember, this was a false wall, this was a window before, this was a window before. Now we have this giant kitchen. Remember in the first video, we were just making the design. Now it's coming to life. So you have all of your outlets. So these outlets have to be ground faulted, GFCI. So when we do our finish electric in here, after we do our backsplash, make sure all of your electric is ground faulted. We're gonna have pendant lights here. And if you come this way, we have it set out for our dishwasher. So our dishwasher is gonna be down here, and our sink is gonna be right in here. So we just set our, I just had a brain fart. So we just set our granite. So you'll notice some things here. Our floors are still papered. Our granite was just set, and it's completely covered in paper. Because when your contractors come in, they're gonna be dropping their paint brushes on it. They're gonna be doing tile here in the backsplash soon. They're gonna be using grout. So there's gonna be things scratching. Now granite's really hard to scratch, but trust me, you can screw these things up. So if you're spending money, we spent $27,500 on all this granite right here. So we spent $75,000 to date. A lot of the expensive stuff is done, but this is almost $3,000 worth of granite. I want that to be saved. I don't want it to be ruined. So we've got a big, nice, expensive kitchen. We've got our tall 42-inch cabinets. I mean, I'm 5'11", 6 foot. I can't reach to the top of this. There's a lot of cabinet space. It's a beautiful, just nice kitchen for somebody to do whatever they want with it. So we're gonna be, if we do sell this, we'll stage this with stools here, but that's what we're looking like. So back to a little bit of tips and tricks. You'll see a few things here. So you hang your doors. They come with the hinges that are stock. So we're doing black finishes in this house. So hang it with these on it. Spray your doors. So these were sprayed, so there's no drips, no nothing. You don't roll your doors. And these are gonna get replaced at the very end. So we're gonna pop black hinges on at the very end, so we're not getting paint drops on them. And then next, when you're doing an island, you have to have a back for it. So what we do a lot of times, so Hector likes to do this, he puts a piece of plywood, so there's a cabinet here, and then there's an open space for your dishwasher. Obviously, it can't look like at the end. So what we do is we get a nice piece of paneling. I don't think it's on site, but we get a nice piece of paneling. We run it from side to side, and you put a piece of trim on the bottom, and you put a piece of trim on both sides, and it ties the whole thing in. And also, per code, you should have an outlet on at least one side of the island. So what we're gonna do at the very end is when we're installing our sink, so our sink's right here, we're gonna have a disposal and we have our dishwasher. We're gonna have an outlet, we're gonna have wires there, we're gonna pop an outlet through the backside here. So when you're hanging out here in the backside of your island overhang with stools, you can charge your phone, you can work on your laptop, all that good stuff. Very, very, very important. So that's gonna be the kitchen. So we got our fridge here, backsplash, range, microwave right here. So it's gonna be a pretty cool kitchen. And then on the backside, we've got our door set for our sliding doors here. So here's our sliding doors to cover the laundry. So this will be opening this way and this way. And then lastly, our door is set here for our half bath. Black hinges, everything at the end here is gonna be black. Everything's painted, our trim is in, the door is cased out, but nothing really is done aside from that in the bathroom. So remember, this is the finishes stages. We already have our flooring laid downstairs. Never, ever, ever, ever set your carpet until you're 100% done. You're setting your carpet on your way out. So in all of my projects, you'll never see carpet until the last day or two of construction before clean, because your contractors are gonna be walking up and down the stairs, they're gonna be fixing your punch out stuff, they're gonna be hitting the walls, they're gonna have paint. You don't wanna ruin your carpet. It's really, really easy to ruin that stuff. But as you can see, everything else is finished. We've got the drywall done, the trim is painted, all of this stuff is finished. And as you walk up here, you'll notice that our doors are finished. So like I said earlier, our black hinges are on these, the door handles are on these, and make sure when you're ordering material for these things, your privacy knobs are on your bedrooms. And if you have a closet door, those are gonna be pass-through knobs. You don't want those locking, those are more expensive. So if you come in here, you'll notice here was the window that we had before. This was not a window before. This is what we opened up to make this room brighter. And we had an issue when we were framing things out. This closet was from here all the way over, and it's made this bedroom really, really small. So we made this closet to a standard size closet in the corner, and it made this bedroom pretty decent size. And then as far as finishes go, this is our last part that is gonna be the skilled labor. This is the tile work. So we have the tile board down here. This was here last time. This is the last hard thing that we need to do here. And if you come here closely, you'll see that our shower tile is actually done. So we have the shower tile. Now this is the upgraded higher end finishes package. So if you have my material list, you'll see that this is gonna go in guest bedrooms or hallway bathrooms. And the master, we have a different tile. So we've got our black finishes. Remember, everything has to match. We've got our cardboard over the bathtub, because remember, these people are doing tile. They're setting here. They're using grout. They're using things that are almost concrete-like. So when those fall and they turn, you're not ruining your shower pan. It's very, 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 very important. And then lastly, after we lay the floors, we'll set the trim. So we have our door trim already installed. We already have some trim on the baseboard as well, but it's not fully installed because the floors aren't in yet. We'll let Rob go in there. We'll show you the second bedroom that we shortened up and created to make this Jack and Jill. So smaller bedroom for sure. We've got our closet doors in, and we've got our door to that bathroom we were just walking through. So you have two entrances to your bathroom that we created. And remember, this was a window here before. This was a double window that we got rid of. It's no longer. We had to retrim this out, and you would never know. So it's cool once you can think of these designs. And then our master, so giant, bright bedroom. If you've noticed in the video, all of this brick has gotten exposed and it's clean. We're gonna hit it one more time and we're gonna finish it with a clear coat. And then if you remember back to the first video, this was completely open. We opened up the side here and made this a master bathroom, and it's pretty much finished now. So the only thing we have left is going to be the floor tile, but now we have this beautiful master bathroom that was never here. So we added this to the whole entire thing. We have the tile wrapping around the window. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get a window glaze, whether it's a sticker or another window here to glaze this. So if you're naked in your bathroom, you can't have somebody peek in and see. So you got your vanity here. We still gotta do our vanities, our fixtures, our light fixtures here. So really the only things left in this house are gonna be carpet, tile, and toilets, and outlet covers, and really shit that makes it kind of tie everything in. So like I said, we got about a week left on this. That's what my contractors say. Now, hopefully they don't hear me when I say this. It's never a week. It's probably gonna be a week and a half, 2 weeks, but I'm gonna be on their ass to try and get it done in that time. So 2 months so far, a little less than 2 months, purchased for $200,000. We've spent $75,000 to this date. So we still have about $25,000 left in the payables. That's gonna be our patio, our finishing up our exterior, our carpet. We've got our appliances is another big expense, and kind of buttoning this thing up to where it's gonna rent for top dollar. So I'm excited to show you guys the next time, but drop a comment, subscribe, make sure you share this series with somebody if you wanna show them what it looks like to take a house from completely gutted through all of these phases, because it's a real project we're doing in real time, and this is the real side of real estate. So if you enjoyed this, share it with a friend, like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one in about 1 week. We'll show you what it looks like finished.